Hello Gemini, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, this over here is Blazer the Morkie, and we are bringing you your reading for the next 10 days. Now today we're going to do something a little different with the overall energy, which should be quite fun. We're going to get a masculine and feminine energy. We're going to look at your energies, Gemini, the energies connected to you, and then how they mingle and dance in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Gemini collective. And do keep in mind, these are general readings, so take only what resonates for you, leave the rest. If you're interested in more context and texture, be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node placements. That'll give you a really good idea and complete picture of all the energies, because those are your 4 pillars of astrology. Be sure to check out the description below, which will have links to personal readings, social media, and much more. Keep in mind, too, that I'm on here every other Sunday doing live tarot readings at 7 p.m. Central Time. Okay, today, Gemini, we are going to start off with the Journey to the Divine Masculine and get a card for the masculine energies that you're connected to. You'll have to determine if you represent the masculine or the other person represents that, or if they're just different aspects of yourself. Now, Gemini, the masculine energy got revelation. So there is some clarity, there's some idea, there's something revolutionary, I even feel, about this revelation for the Gemini masculine here. And I really like it. It's definitely being looked at. It seems kind of fresh and new, but it feels good. For the Gemini feminine, we got music. Messages are received through music and lyrics. Ooh. So all you got to do is turn on those tunes and you will be receiving the messages. Possibly even the musical messages bring forth the revelation. That could be the case. Gemini, on your side, you get the Ace of Swords, the Sun, and the Nine of Cups. Looking good here, looking sharp and clear. I love that Ace of Swords for you. That seems to be your intelligence, your energy, your communication. Excuse me, coming through. Trying to break through, I think. I think there's something you want to say. We've got the Sun here, something that makes you feel happy and joyful, maybe an expression of love or an invitation that you're working on. And the Nine of Cups, feeling good about what you've created. You're feeling good about the space around you. This could be you really planning something nice for the holidays or really looking forward to time with others. And you may be extending invitations as we speak. For the person connected to you, they get the King of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. This person, on the surface, may seem like they got everything together. They're in a really good position. They're in a position of power. They're empowered within themselves with that King of Wands. Very passionate person, but underneath it all, they've got a little bit of confusion and a little bit of hesitance about something here. So we'll have to dig more into what that is. Probably has to do with what can be revealed through music or through this connection. In the middle of the connection, we have the Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands. A whole lot of passion, a whole lot of, maybe sensual, sexual energies coming up here. Some really good times for the two of you together. Very hot and romantic. So, I don't know, Gemini. Looks like fun. Let's look at this Ace of Swords for you. What are you thinking about, or what are you communicating? Okay, so you got the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, this is the Queen of Pentacles, actually. The Beta of Hunters, motherly advice, and you got the Pack of Caretakers, which is the Knight of Cups charm. Gemini, for some of you, this could be a message that you are trying to communicate to your child or someone that you have stewardship over, right? It could be someone you work with, let's say, that feels like a little brother or sister to you. Could be your own biological child, an adopted child. Whomever is a child in your life, there's motherly advice here that you want to share. I did get a a bit of hesitation when I was tuning into that. So there's definitely something that you have the knowledge and you would like to share it with this person. You may have to, it's funny because you're giving me that charm card, like I really have to engage them in the right way. I have to find this person's portal of receptivity. And maybe music is their portal, and maybe that's why it's coming up, Gemini. Maybe you can get to them through music. For some of you, this is, you know, a parent-child relationship, and your son or daughter is coming to some sort of revelation, and you're watching it happen before your eyes. For others of you, it could just be, you know, a friend or someone that's always, that you've looked out for, that you care about. For the Sun, you get the Magician, manifestation, and you get the Eight of Cups, disappointment. Okay, so Gemini, you're showing me that maybe something that you thought would bring you joy and happiness, that you thought was really going to work out, that was a part of what you were trying to manifest, just hasn't, or hasn't yet. Okay? And so you're acknowledging, hey, I feel a bit set back by this. I get that this particular message right here has to do with your own energies, where the previous little message there was you communicating to someone else. This feels like you with your own energies, where you were really excited, really glowing about manifesting something, and maybe feeling a bit disappointed about the results, or that it hasn't happened yet. Let's look at this Nine of Cups. Ah, there it is. Okay. So one of the things, Gemini, that you're up against is you are positioning yourself in relationship to, in a competitive relationship. You've got the Seven of Wands here. And I think you are overly focused on, quote unquote, the competition or other people in your industry that are doing certain things. Instead of relaxing into what you have done in your own energies and feeling good about that, you may be in this little stage or phase of where you're getting drawn into competition, and that may be what is causing the disappointment here. But with this Two of Swords, you have a choice about how you move forward in that energy. I don't get the sense that this is like a healthy competition. It feels like you might be looking at other people and saying, like, why is it happening for them? It's not happening for me. Why am I not having the results they're having? I'm doing everything they're doing, that kind of thing. So these second two cards here for you feel very like there's some inner work on this, you know, and it could be sneaky and subconscious here, because I think based on the Magician and the Sun coming up together, you should still continue to feel good about what you're manifesting, even if it hasn't come to its full fruition yet. Or, you know, the reason it hasn't is I think you're a little stuck. Instead of looking at your way of doing it, there may be something to do with competition. Now, some of you could have fear too around trolls and bots and bad comments and all that stuff, but that is something we all have to get over when we're putting ourselves out there, especially on a platform here like YouTube or some other social platform. There's going to be those. And it's coming to the decision that you are not going to let that affect you. You are not going to let it stop you. And that you can look upon other people's success and say, hey, way to go. Good job. Oh, I love how she did this. I love how he did this. Very inspired by that. Very inspired by this. But not saying, well, why them and not me, right? Getting into that energy seems to be pulling you into a place of disappointment. It could be very subtle and a little bit hidden in your subconscious. So there are lots of things you can do to work that out. But it seems like it might be a little bit of a block right now. So put some attention on it. If you're the kind of person who's subscribed and watching my channel, we're all adults here. You are not new to this. You absolutely have the tools around you, and I feel that very strongly to go ahead and nip that in the bud. For the King of Wands on the other person's side, they get the Five of Wands, disagreement. Well, they do have a strong, passionate personality. I could see where that might lead to disagreement. I don't necessarily know it's with you. They've got the Black Wolf here, and this is a bonus card in the Major Arcana that is a 22 card, and it's connected to ancestral healing, the Black Wolf. This person could be in a bit of a battle with their parents, their elders. There could be a disagreement going on right now. Could be having to do with the way that maybe there's elderly parents who need care and who are being resistant to that. It could be the way that parents are trying to interfere into either your relationship with them, or this could even represent the younger person that I picked up in your energies, and they're just rebellious by nature and a little bit defiant. And this may be something that you've seen in your family with your own brother or sister before, or something of that nature there. So we have a bit of ancestral healing. Rebellion isn't necessarily a bad thing. In this case, though, I think this person is so passionate that if you try to talk to them or communicate with them at a time where they're really fired up about something, it could have the potential to lead to a disagreement. And it's just something that they've agreed to heal within themselves and within your bloodline. So do keep that in mind. Again, this could be somebody that the person you're connected to is dealing with as well, or just something they're dealing with their own birth family's issues there. They also had that confusion come up with the Two of Swords, like not quite knowing how to handle things. They get the Two of Wands here, discovery, which they have the Two of Wands right below it here, and the White Wolf. So they have the Black Wolf and the White Wolf, the Divine Feminine. This person may be really experiencing coming into balance within themselves, especially the positive and negative charge, the yin and the yang in their own energies, through healing something to do with their ancestry here, or something to do with their parents. And I love that the revelation is involved. I love that we have music involved. I think the music can be a very healing force. You, Gemini, may be a healing force for this person. They could see you in the balanced energies here that they are working on. I think they're gonna choose it. They are spending a lot of time contemplating and trying to uncover the best way forward for them. You know, they're not taking it lightly. They're not taking it as a joke. It's important to them. And so I like that they're doing that, because I think they will arrive at the place where they can move through these energies. For the Two of Wands, and just as I said that, yes, I think they will. They got the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Earth and water mastery coming together is going to help this person make the decision about how to move forward with this healing, with this ancestral, for some of them, I almost got the word ancestral curse. They could feel like their ancestry is cursed, and they're healing that up, bringing it into balance, trying to bring certain fragmented members of the family back together through their own inner work, which is a lot for one person to take on. So if you're dealing with this person, you know, you might have to have that little bit of patience and everything to do with that. But with them having these two water and earth alphas come up, I think they're going to come to it. And the twos that they have are air and fire. So they're really going to figure out how to do this. And I think they're going to figure out how to do it in a very healing, calming, and grounded way, which is what they want, because, you know, they may have the tendency to be a little more fiery themselves, and they're trying a new approach, maybe part of their revelation. Looking at the Four of Wands between the two of you, Gemini, you bring the energy of the devil, the shadow self. Interesting. You could really be dealing with some Capricorn type energies, which is connected to the devil card. But also in this deck, it's portrayed as the prey. So one of the things that I think the person or persons you're connected to here, could be multiple members of your family here, is that they're underlying all of these connections is this invitation to heal. And this could be what you are inviting your greater being into, the invitation to heal victimhood and the lineage to do with that. Or that could be something you're feeling inspired to do from watching your partner or someone else go through what they're going through. They bring in the energy of the Fool, of innocence. I feel like that's the way they see you in all this. And maybe you are, because when we're dealing with, and this is where the victim mentality and the victim energy is coming up, at some point in time, a wrong that was done upon you did place you in the place of being a victim to another person, a victim to circumstances, a victim to environment. You name it, whatever it was, you would know what that was, Gemini. This other person, probably even being protective of you, would see you as innocent. However, when we're looking at the Devil card, that is when we shift a little bit too much into that. Yes, you are innocent. Yes, that was not your fault, what happened to you, right? Somebody did some wrong upon you. And we're going to love ourselves. We're not going to beat ourselves up about it. And we're not going to beat ourselves up about tipping in a little bit too much into victimhood, because that's a natural part of our experience and journey that we have to pull ourselves back out of. You know, you may be already aware of this and working on it within yourself. It could show up too. I don't really feel for most of you that it's a super detrimental kind of thing. It could just be showing up in the competition and disappointment blockages that I noticed here. That could be the way it's showing up, where it's actually like just holding you back. It's not hurting anybody else. And this person is not holding anything against you. It seems like the connection here is very stable. This may just be you versus you, you know, and coming to that revelation within yourself. But it's affecting the connection. It's in the connecting energies, and it's something that this person is meant to be by your side for. And you by their side while they do what they're doing. For the Ace of Wands, so remember I felt this like attractive energy. You bring in the Page of Cups, creativity. I love it. They bring in the Star, optimism. Beautiful energies coming in with that Ace of Wands, because we have the gentleness of the water. We have the Star, which is connected to the air and stargazing. And we've got dreamy qualities here. We've got creativity. And ooh, boy, that could really lead to some fiery passion between the two of you, if you allow it. If you allow it here, the stability and trust is there. Maybe put on some romantic music that the two of you enjoy, and, you know, turn off the phones, lock the doors, and have your own little party with yourselves. Because this is energies, these are energies that are feeling really good. You guys are working through things. But remember, when you come together in that sensual, sexual way, it can be very healing, right? So I could be looking at a couple here. You could have children, family dynamics going on here. The two of you can find a lot of healing and passion and release in coming together that way. So that is a natural part of a healthy relationship. Gemini, let's go ahead and get you a card from the Inner Child Oracle to close off your reading today. Gemini, the Inner Child Oracle would like you to know this is a time to remember. A photograph can be a powerful tool on your inner child journey. What we feel for our own inner child can be addressed as we look at images of our younger self. Create space to look through the photographs of your childhood. Gaze at each image and practice sending love, acceptance, forgiveness, and whatever else little you needs. I love this message for you, Gemini. I think it's very beautiful for you and for the person you're dealing with. So you might want to also share it with them, because they're dealing with that ancestral journey as well. You may be dealing with children here. Very important message that as we shift our relationship with our own inner child, those connected to us get that permission as well. You don't even have to say anything. It can just be an energetic vibe. Gemini, thank you so much for joining this reading today. I had such a nice time offering it to you, and I can't wait to see you next time.